What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make a grain-free bread. This is going to be grain-free, paleo, dairy-free, candida friendly, full of fiber, and really good for you. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And this recipe is inspired by the Holistic Seedling on Instagram. Her name is Marissa. She is a nutritionist and I'm working with her to heal my leaky gut. And this is a type of bread that I can have on the protocol. So it's really good and I hope you guys enjoy it. I added my own little flair to it, so it's not exactly like hers. But either way, I hope you guys enjoy it. Give it a like if you liked it and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right into it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So these are all the ingredients that you're gonna need. You're gonna need a mixing bowl. You're gonna need 5 eggs. You're gonna need 1/3 cup of coconut oil. And this is the coconut oil I am using, organic if you can find it. I got this one at Trader Joe's. 2 scoops of collagen powder. You don't have to have this. I've baked it without collagen. I just like to add collagen in mine. You need a tablespoon of baking powder, and you're gonna need 2 cups of ground flaxseed. And I grounded this myself. I just buy the whole flax seeds and I use a coffee grinder and I just grind it. Or you go ahead and get ground flaxseed or ground flax meal. Those will work perfectly. And also you need a 5x8 pan, and I just went ahead and lined it with parchment paper. And of course you're gonna need an oven, and so I'm gonna be baking this on 350 degrees for 50 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my oven on 350. The first thing I'm gonna do is my dry ingredients. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dump out 2 cups of ground flax seeds. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 scoops of this collagen powder. You don't have to use this exact brand. This is just the brand that I like to use. And I'm gonna be using a tablespoon of baking powder. And I am gonna be using cinnamon in this recipe. I like that flavor in the bread. You can also use like onion powder or garlic powder if you want it to be more savory, but I am gonna use some cinnamon today and some salt for the seasoning. And I'm not really gonna measure it, to be honest. I would say maybe like 1/2 tablespoon is good. Just gonna mix it up, make sure it's all mixed really well together. For the wet ingredients, I'm gonna do 1/3 cup of filtered water. I'm gonna also add 1/3 cup of melted coconut oil. And I'm just gonna go ahead and stir it. Make sure it's kind of mixing well. And now I'm just going to mix these 5 eggs together. I'm gonna pour those eggs in. And your mixture is gonna expand. That's really normal because it is flaxseed, so it's just gonna expand. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that sit for like 1 to 2 minutes, and it's gonna thicken up, so it's gonna be more well combined just by sitting there. It's been about 1 to 2 minutes, so it should definitely be kind of thick and sticking together. It feels very like light and fluffy, so it's not gonna feel really dense. It's just very light and fluffy. Okay, next I want you to get your pan out. So I'm just gonna put it in the pan. All right, perfect. That's what it should be looking like. And now I'm gonna stick it in the oven on 350 degrees for 50 minutes. There we go, that's what it's looking like. So it's a little brown on the top, on the edges, but it's looking really good. I'm gonna let it cool down a bit and then I'll slice it. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm very excited to try this. I'm just gonna take the end piece here and try it. So, okay, I love the texture. I think the texture is really, really nice and kind of flaky as well, which I like. I do think you should probably add maybe some nut butter or guacamole or just something like that on top of it because it's pretty bland. But other than that, I think it's really good. I could have even added more cinnamon and more flavoring, but I think overall this is really, really good and pretty easy to make as well. And this will keep good in the fridge for about 5 to 6 days, and then you can also put it in the freezer for a couple months. But overall, for grain-free bread, this is pretty freaking good. So it's definitely pretty easy to make, so I definitely recommend trying it. I hope you guys liked it, and tag me on Instagram if you make it. I really would love to see it. But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this grain-free bread alternative, and I'll see you in my next video.